Okay, guys. Sorry.
It's your boy busy. Busy girl. Carry the King Jaffa, see you.
I play the top fire. Look carry the news to the woman I desire. Missing her, I will not retire. I just say she sell it, to can fly away in Batala. Beautiful to my soul. The way I feel is beyond control. Oh, I will marry you, I will wait for you. I will marry you, I will break for you. I will marry you, I will hold myself for you. I will marry you, I will marry you.
Let it sound so funny. When I hear them talking, I be on you for your money. Ooh, need a thing and let it be talking. You call on the lale kata, you tell that to Londo. You tell that to Londo. Younger man, banga ya pepe. Imate bapper, abate wapper. Baby, quiet love. Ya to wapper, abato wapper. Baby, you call on the kama boku puku kiwa baby. Baby, more.
I will marry you, I will wait for you. I will marry you, I will break for you. I will marry you, I will hold myself for you. I will marry you, I will marry you, I will wait for you. I will live care your love, I will know. I will sing the praises, she's soprano. Cause something about you is carrying me away. And now I know, girl, taking you slow. Baby girl, you wicked. Why don't boy, man, you too say? Anything true for your penny. I will never let you go through, what a stupid. Let me know when you're ready. Slip queen, I admire your pretty. That I don't lie, you the big check out. All of my truth, tell the truth. I will marry you, I will wait for you. I will marry you, I will break for you. I will marry you, I will myself for you. I will marry you, I will marry you, I will wait for you.
I will wait for you, baby.
Charita, VC.
Yeah.
You ready?
Everyone pregnant, speak up.
Okay, sexy. Yeah, oh. Lady don't you know. Jealousy, we kill. I say, jealousy, we kill. I say, they looking at me, they jealous. They won't see me happily jealous. God blessing me, they jealous. I am bluffing, they jealous. You now won't see me go kill yourself. And you say you let me go higher yourself. They play cover yourself. You don't know the road, direct yourself. Put money down. From far player, yeah, you put money down. Put money down. I hear now why you can't talk. Hey, open your mouth. Why you can't talk? Hey, open your mouth. It matter. Hey, open your mouth. Moro. Hey, open your mouth. If you said I get out, you feel it you. Now me tell you to be like that. Now me tell you to lead like that. Oh dear, you passing around with you cho. You now won't see me go kill yourself. And you say you let me go higher yourself. They play cover yourself. You don't know the road, direct yourself. Jealousy, we kill. I say jealousy, we kill. I say, they looking at me, they jealous. They won't see me happily jealous. God blessing me, they jealous. I am bluffing, they jealous. You talking about me, but you usher in your church. G-Stan, you the first and money rest. So get away, talk about yourself. In your church, and they catch you having sex. And they matter. I'm gonna na hawa. Jela mami o. Cheche pour les laisses, looking at the cheche pour les laisses. You need that, cheche pour les laisses. Coming call the cheche pour les laisses. I will call your name. Jealousy, we kill. I say jealousy, we kill. Jealousy, we kill. I say jealousy, we kill. They looking at me, they jealous. They won't see me happily jealous. God blessing me, they jealous. I am bluffing the jealous. You now won't see me go kill yourself. And you say you let me go higher yourself. They play cover yourself. You don't know the road, direct yourself.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to my boy JD Don, man. Yeah, that's some good music out there, you know. Jealousy is one of the best songs, you know, from my boy JD Don. This guy been putting out a lot of great music, you know what I mean? Listen, like I said, we gotta support Liberian artists, okay, especially Liberian entertainer. It doesn't matter who it is, but these guys they're trying their best, you know, to make entertainment in our country, you know, important, like other country, like Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, you know. And the thing about entertainment is also lucrative, you know. It brings a lot of resources, you know. It brings strange faces into the country. Um, when you look at Nigeria, you see people fly from different countries coming down to Nigeria to collaborate with some of the Nigerian artists, you know. So that's the exposure of the country, you know, through entertainment. That's why we see Nigeria is getting more developed every day. And then you see the artists they're developing new ideas, getting more experience musically, production wise, and everything just going smooth. That's because their people supported them. So it's about time that we Liberians take the initiative and support our entertainers. You know, let it be comedies, movies, music, whatever it is. We got to stand by our people. We got to stand with our entertainer and support them. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thanks to all of you. Those of you who are now coming on my show, thanks to all of you. Today we're gonna be speaking on something very important. And listen, this I'm not trying to make my conversation tonight about politics, but there are gonna be a little bit of things involved, and some people might think take it as politics. But today I want to talk about the government and the market, the street sellers. I want to talk about the way the government is going about removing the street seller into the market building. Now, don't get me wrong, and I don't think the government is doing the wrong thing. Okay, I think the government, cleanliness or city planning or all of this. I know the government is trying, but at the same time, the way the government is going about, you know, for me, I think is the wrong way. There's much better way that the government can go about taking these people out of the street. But let's play one more music and then we'll get into that conversation. This is just my input on what is happening. Okay. I'm not against the government for doing it, but I think the government should have a better way of doing it. And that's why I want to talk about today. So let's play this Liberian mentality by my man Obadiah Topa, the name of Victory Man.
It trains on the beat.
Mobile Mo. Oh yeah, Liberian mentality is like a virus that flowing through the land. Liberian mentality is like a virus that flowing through the land. Let us stop it today to be Liberian. We are one people here. Stop the mentality, yeah. Mentality, Liberian mentality. Let's stop it today. Misila musica, ube misiwa isika. Misila musica, ube misila isika. Mentality, let's stop the mentality. Liberian mentality. Charity begin at home, and end in a bro, yeah. Oh yeah. Liberia will be on Christian principle, but the reality is different. Stop it today. Sometimes when I look around, I can see the resources. I do not know what we're suffering for. So we say, don't need protection. Some people will say, it's corruption. But I can't let you know, it's Liberian mentality. It's a special kind of power that blow you through the land. We don't love ourselves, we love other people too. Change this mentality for Liberia to grow. Mentality, Liberian mentality, let's change it today. I want to Ghana, the people play Ghana music. I want to Nigeria party, they play Nigeria music. I went to Salon party, they play Salon music. I came to Liberia party, they play foreign music. I even get them my music, typical Liberian music. They turn my music down, inside Liberia. They play so foreign music. Oh, yes, oh. Liberian mentality, let's change it today. Let us start a pipe fighting. Let us start a segregation. Let us start fighting one another. Mentality. When Liberia man see Liberia man, he get all one lion. When you see foreign people, he get bow down. Mentality. Liberia mentality. Let's change it today. Oh, mentality. Liberia mentality. It's like a virus, oh, that flowing through the land. Let us stop it today, to be Liberia. We are one people here. Stop the mentality, yeah. I'll be
It trains on the beat.
Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, that's music right there. Okay, that's music. Um, Shout out to Obadiah Topa. Okay, the name of Victory Man. You know, those are the kind of music we're talking about. And we enjoy those type of music. You know, those are good music. You know, Liberian mentality. Liberian mentality. This is our issue. Our mentality is what killing us in that country, and not just Liberians in Liberia. It's just Liberians all over the world. The mentality, just the way we think. You know, when imagine when a Liberian man is in power, everybody else is beneath him. Those type of mentality has to change. If we want to move our country forward, we're gonna have to work together to rebuild our nation. Okay. Look, government after government, they're trying. But can the government do all this by themselves? No, the government cannot. So we as the people, we as the citizen, we have to work with the government in a positive way by abiding to the law, following rules and policies, regulations, things like that is why we move the country forward. Now, if people, market sellers are throwing rubbish and the rubbish in the drainages and clocking the drainage, at the end of the day, every time you have rain and the flood and everything, the drainages are blocked. So what's gonna end up happening? The area is gonna be flooded. It's gonna be dirty. It's gonna be stink. So I know the government have a good reason why they want to take people off the street. But for me, the way the government is going about it, I think that there gotta be a better way, a more professional way, a better planning instead of just waking up, you know, 1 or 2 weeks and that yeah, we're gonna kick everybody off the street and city police going down and just destroying people businesses and stuff like that. Those are not called for. We can do a better job. We can do a better job. So let me officially welcome you guys to my platform tonight. Welcome to the podcast, The Hard Truth. If you're watching me from YouTube, I want to say welcome. If you're watching me from The Hard Truth, welcome as well. If you're watching me from the Thompson Bay Boss Facebook profile, you're also welcome. So today, we are talking about issues that affect the poorest of the poor people. I'm talking about the hustler, market women, okay, street sellers. Those are the people I'm talking about. Young people who are struggling to survive in Liberia. Those are the people my conversation is going to base around. Recently, most of you have saying, you know, the incident that took place, I think it was in Douala Market or something like that. The Liberian government decided to remove street sellers in those specific area, and at the end of the day, it became chaotic. The way, like as a person, you have a bucket of oranges, and the oranges you're selling, your life depend on that oranges you're selling. The amount of oranges that people gonna buy from you today. Okay, let's say you have to sell that orange so you can feed your family. You have to sell that orange so you can put food on the table. And the police or the city police or PCC, whoever it is, just pop out of nowhere and decide to take your market away or destroy your market, waste them on the floor. I mean, nobody's gonna be happy about it. And I understand other people will say, let these people abide by the law. It's not easy to abide by the law. It's pretty hard. But as human, we have to. Okay. So they decide to, take street sellers and force them into the market buildings, that was constructed for trading, which of course, those are good things because the market buildings were built for a reason. But again, there's a reason why some of these people are not going into the market building. And can the government sit down and ask themselves, why are these people not going into the market building? Because this building was built for trading, it was built for selling your market, right? You have Douala market, you have Omega market, you have other markets which I'm not ready to show off. But I know there's markets. Okay. I know there's markets for trading, for businesses. So can the government now sit down and put ideas together and come up with a better plan or find out the reason why these people rather sells in the street than in a marketplace that was built, right? So on the surface of this decision may look reasonable, okay, it order cleanliness and city planning, but beneath lies a reality, a painful, very painful reality. The only market you have is being destroyed. You have no means. All right. So market have been destroyed, goods have been confiscated or confiscated. Okay. And many families have lost their only resources of income. And these people wake up every morning, okay, not to break the law. Those people decide to go on the hustle, to go on the street, to sell their little business so that they can have something to eat. And a lot of the young people you see on the street, they have to sell so that they can pay school fees. They have to, you don't know the issue they are having at home, right? Some of these kids that you see, they are the one looking after their sick parents at home. Their parent cannot afford, or their parent does not have the strength to provide for them. So some of the young children you see out there, they have to sell in the street so that they can pay medical bills, so they can buy medication for their sick family or parents or or siblings and stuff like that. So there's a lot happening in that little country. It's going to take a lot for the government to dig deeper to understand how our people life is being affected every day. Okay. So I'm not against, okay, let me say this again. I'm not against the government trying to clean up the street because markets are built for a reason. But I'm only against the way the government is going about it and how violent these people are. These people are very violent. You know, being a police officer or security apparatus does not give you the right to assault people. Because remember now, if a citizen assaulted a police officer, that citizen is going to be dealt with accordingly. But that does not also give the police right because they have a badge. Okay. The only thing that make that police different, that person special, is because of the uniform and the badge that they are wearing. Without the badge and the uniform, that individual in that clothing is nobody. It's zero. So when you wear the police uniform or the MCC uniform or the PCC uniform, that does not give you the right to mistreat your fellow Liberian. There's a way we can go about it and handle things in the right way, and every party will be happy. But when we go aggressively, just because we have on a uniform, and you expect the citizen to just give in, somebody who's selling a water or soft drink, and you want to take their drinks away, and how you think that person's gonna feel? Sometimes they borrow money Sometimes they borrow money to go and purchase these goods. And after selling the goods, whatever profit they made from these goods, they keep that profit and they go and repay the borrower their money. So when you decide to take away their goods, then you are taking away their life. Okay. And no one's gonna allow you to take their livelihood away. Okay. So let's get into this, right? Let's get into this. So first of all, I want to say, why do people sell in the street? Because there has to be a reason. I know Liberians are very stubborn people, but that's just human nature. It's everywhere. Everybody, we are all stubborn people. But why? Why these people sells in the street? So what are the reasons? And I thought about it, and I said, if these people are refusing to leave the street, then there gotta be a reason why they are leaving the street, right? I mean, why they are selling in the street instead of the market building that have a roof over their head that is more secure and stuff like that. So, and I started drafting down a couple of stuff, and I started thinking about, you know, like let's just be honest though, most street sellers are not criminals, right? No, they're not. They are victims. Those people who are selling in the street, those people are victims of economic hardship. Okay, economic hardship. People sell in the street because the market buildings might be too far from the customer, right? So the market building might be too far from the customer. So the customer we might decide to go somewhere different to purchase what they want to buy instead of driving all the way down to the marketplace. Or if you're taking keke or motorbike, maybe it will cost you extra $100, and you don't want to waste that money. So they might decide to go somewhere different, right? So which means the people who are in the marketplace, in the market building, they're gonna be sitting there the rest of the day and nothing's gonna be happening. So business is not gonna go. Business is gonna be slow. And that's not good for market people. And what are some of the reasons? Okay. Um, some market might lack security or the lighting or sanitation, right? And we're seeing I think I seen Omega building around Omega building. I see that there's like dirty water around there, and the place look very messy and smelly and stuff like that. And I don't know how far would be like Omega building or market building or Douala market. How far would that be from the customer? So those are just some of the things I started thinking on why these people are not going into those buildings. And the fees, maybe the fees of this table in the building are expensive. So if you're paying extra fees just for you to sell in that market and the fees are expensive, and at the same time, tax collectors are coming to collect taxes from you guys. So tell me, let's say you have a market, your bucket of oranges only worth 1,000 LD or 2,000 LD. But out of that 2,000, you have to sell, you have to give maybe what, $400 for the market table that you're selling on. And then maybe tax people might come around. That's about $150, right? So tell me, how much are you taking home? At the end of the day, you have to pay your way. You have to take bikes or keke or taxi or bus to go back home. How much are you spending to go? So those are some of the reasons that I thought about. I said probably these people are not going in that market building because of those little reasons, you know. So when the market is too far from these customers, right? People are not going to come to buy your goods. When the market table is expensive and people are not buying, imagine you go sell $1,000 orange and you have to pay $400 for that table. And out of that $1,000 orange, you were only able to sell $600 of that oranges. Then what happened? So which means the whole day you work for the market table, and then you're taking home $200. Now, out of the $200, let's say you're gonna pay about $100 or $150 to get home. So how much are you making? $50. So the question now is it worth it to go in a market building if you're only gonna be making $50 a day? So those are some of the questions I think that the government need to think about and ask themselves. Okay. Now, the government can come up with a better planning. Okay. Now, let's say a woman selling pepper or rice on the roadside. Okay. Do you think she's doing it for fun? No. A lady sitting, a grown woman sitting by the side of the road and selling a pepper. How much is pepper? Maybe she's gonna sit there the whole day. At the end of the day, she's gonna probably make $20, right? I am talking about US. She's probably gonna make $20 US, right? Now, that $20 US, she can make that money where she sit on the side of the road compared to when she goes into the market building. So, what can the government do to convince these people to leave the street peacefully without any violence, without any chaos, without any protest, to willingly make their way to the market building? Because forcing them is not going to help. Now, forcing them is not going to help. So she's doing it because the reason she's selling that pepper or that rice on the side of the road, okay, she's doing it because that's where the buyer are. Okay, the spot that she sit in to sell her business, that's where the buyers are. So because the buyers are in that area, I mean, she's a market person, so she need customers, she need buyers to buy her goods. So where she find the buyers, that's where she's gonna sit and sell her market because that's where the buyers are, and that's where the buyers gonna be able to buy from her. At the end of the day, she's gonna go home with at least $20, $10, $15, right? Compared to if she goes to Omega Market, for example, she go to the market building in Douala, for example, she won't make that amount. So there's so many issues wrong why these people are not going into the market building. So we as a government, we have to sit and think about it very carefully. And then we had to strategize a plan to see how best we can help these people to leave from their comfort zone. Because where they are selling, where the buyers are coming and buying from them, that's their comfort zone. So when you take them out of there violently, forcefully, and transfer them into the market building where their market is going to collapse. And once that happens, there's trouble somewhere, right? So the reason is that we cannot we cannot force these people out, but we can come up with some implementation, some strategy, some plans to make things transition smoothly instead of forcefully and intimidating them. Listen, so I saw I saw a video. I saw a lady that is selling on a table, and she was fighting with those. I don't know the PCC or MCC, whatever they are. I don't care. But this guy came to enforce law, and they were so violent. Okay, they were so violent, and the everything chaotic. Imagine all the people around the world. Maybe the guys in Nigeria want to come to your country because they found your country a safe place for market because of the currency that we use. We use United States dollars. So people leave from their country to come to Liberia to make business. But when they look at Facebook, social media, and they see how our government is treating our own market, our street sellers, what make you think these people from Nigeria, Ghana, let's say from other countries, gonna be encouraged to come down to Liberia to conduct business, with our people? Because if we cannot respect our own, our own street sellers, what you think is going to happen? So people look at social media nowadays. If I want to go to Melbourne or Victoria, I'm going to look for the safe area. So I will start looking on Facebook, the crime rate, the police brutality, and all the stuff. That's what I'm going to look at if I want to move to Melbourne. And when I see stuff like that, when I see police beating on people, police shooting citizens, or the gang rape is just too much. Like I'm not gonna move there because that's not a safe place. So this is the same way investors. Before an investor come into your country, they study the country. They look for a lot of reason for them to come or for them to not come. So every day Liberia is chaotic. Every day, every single street of the country, there's issues somewhere. There's protests happening somewhere. There's police brutality. There's citizens fighting against each other because of land dispute and all of this. It's not helping our country. So for me, the way these guys, the way they handle these people in the marketplace, last week, for me, it was not called for. There has to be a better way of dealing with this type of issue. Okay? Liberia is not America. Police brutality, security apparatus brutality have to stop. Okay? There's a video where I emailed that video everywhere, right? I emailed that video to a lot of people and I sent a lot of letters to United Nations. I sent that video I send that video to International Human Rights. I send that video to the American Embassy in Monrovia. I send that video to ECOWAS. I email a lot. Let me show you guys. I'm not lying to you. Nah. Because what I saw in that video, it was not called for. Like, let's say there's a young guy that's already been restrained. He's on the ground. There's like 2, 3 officers on top of him. So and then another guy is there stepping him in the face. Look, those are not why you are there to, as a security personnel, you are there to protect life and properties, like the police. So why is it? Let me find that video. Let me check one of the email that I sent. Okay, because It hurt my heart to see it. I feel like this. I feel like this guy they behaving like in America. So I sent that video to the Liberian National Police, and I direct this video directly to Gregory Coleman with a letter, and I sent that video to MRU, right? To MRU, and I sent that video a formal complaint. Let me see this one, right? This is it. Can it play? No, it can't. Let me download it and see if I can play it. Okay. Okay, this is the video I'm talking about, y'all. Let Give me a second. Let me put this up. Let me share my screen with you guys, and I'll put the video up. And many of you have seen this video, so I'm just trying to show what I did. You know, 'cause I did send that video everywhere. Like we have to start with this nonsense. To be honest, we have to start with all this nonsense that we do. It Where's the fire? Where's the fire? Where's the fire? Alright. All right. All right. This is the video I want to share. All right. Look at this video right here. All right. Look at this. This is the video. Did you see that? Did you see that? Let me. Did y'all see that? Did you guys see that? See here, boot. Did you see him boot in the face of somebody that's already been restrained? Did you see his boot? Look at the way he's kicking this guy that's already been restrained. The the weight of these officers are on his back, on his neck, on his shoulder, and this individual just came and kicked this guy in the face and stepping in the face at least 2 or 3 times. Look at that video, right? Look at it. Watch. See that? This is uncalled for, right? Look at that. Let me take this down, right? You see, this is what I'm talking about. We over here, I'm in Australia, and I can see those videos. Okay, Liberia, the world is not like we were back in 2000. No, the world is not advanced. Okay, everybody have a smartphone, and once you have a smartphone, you become a journalist on your own, because whatever you capture and put out on social media or out on internet is going to go worldwide. And then what does that do? That is going to paint your country reputation. Okay, so that this is brutality. This is not called for. Look at how many. Look at how many. Look at how many officers. Okay, look at how many officers on this gentleman. This guy is on the ground. Okay, this guy is on the ground, right? Look at it. He's on the ground. So why are we still kicking him in the face? Let me play that video once again so you guys can see. Right. Look at Did you see? You see, this is what I'm talking about. Did you see this guy, this gentleman? See the way he stepped this guy in the face. He stepped in the face. Let me replay that. Let me replay. So you tell me now, is this not a tender murder? This guy's been restrained. His hands are tied. His legs is being grabbed on. He of no immediate threat to any of these or whoever they are. I don't know if they're MCC or PCC or police officer. He's of no direct threat to any of this guy. He's lying down. He has been restrained. Why is it there's so much weight on top of him? And why is that officers kicking him in the face? Right? And y'all want us to respect Liberian police or security apparatus? Do you think that the young man, after what he had experienced from people who meant to save and protect life and properties, the way they are treating him, do you think after he get out safely, he's gonna end up in a hospital? Who's gonna pay the medical bills and all of that? So this is brutality of security force. The plan is to kill this guy because if they kill him, nothing's gonna happen. Because Liberia is not a police state where security apparatus have the right to kill our citizens, and nothing is gonna happen. Now, I send an email to Gregory Coleman. I send this video to Gregory Coleman. I send this video to MRU. I send this video to ECOWAS. I send this video to to the U.S. State Department, and I send this video to International Human Rights. And I sent this video with a very strong letter. Looking at this, what make you think investors is going to roll into our nation? What make you think investors are going to come into the country when all you see is violence upon violence upon violence in our country, right? So can the government do something to minimize the way that we treat people? Can the government train the security apparatus, the police, the MCC, the PCC, whoever they are? This is not a way to treat your fellow Liberian. Okay? There's nothing wrong with somebody misbehaving. People misbehave all around the world. You in Liberia, we have stuff happen over here on a daily basis, but you never go around and see police officer or security apparatus treating an individual or a citizen in this manner. More than 4 police officers or security officers are on top of this guy. He has been restrained. He's not of a direct threat to any of these individuals standing there. But still, the intention is to kill this fellow. The intention of these groups is to kill this individual because they know they have the government backup. They have the government has given them the right to kill anybody that insult them. You cannot be a police officer and you are angry because somebody insulted you. No, people can talk to you anyhow they want to. It will be a different case if you are being assaulted. But insulting a police officer or a security apparatus, there's nothing wrong with that. So what right does that give you, even if this individual on the ground, even if he's commit murder, he's still innocent until proven guilty. Why would you be treating your own Liberian citizen in this manner? Can you imagine? There's children around. Can you imagine the trauma these children around are going to go through? What make you believe these people around are going to respect those people? So this is why the trust between our security apparatus and the citizen has a big gap. Because I don't trust a security officer in Liberia. These guys, they are all nothing but murderer. Right? They are all nothing but murderer. Just because you have a badge and a uniform does not give you the authority or the right to go around kicking somebody in the face, somebody who has already been restrained. He's of no direct threat to any of you guys. His hands are tied. He's lying on the floor. There's more than 4 police officer or security officer on top of him. Just the weight alone is suffocating this young fellow. But yet, another person came and kicked him in the face, and nobody called him out. And any of these security officers, they are laughing with it. They are happy with it. And there hasn't been a single investigation into this matter, right? Not a single investigation. Anyway, I just wanted to show that piece of. So I just want to show that. So that's what took place. Okay, during the chaotic behavior between the city police or the or the CPP or the MCC. I don't care whoever they are, but they have to be held accountable for those behavior, right? Those people are looking for survival. The government does not support the citizen, but the citizens support themselves. And in the way they do it is to go in the market or in the street and sell their businesses. I'm not going to allow a police officer or security officer to come and destroy my goods that I have labored for. I'm not going to allow that. And that's what led to that issue of that guy being kicked in the face, being punched in the back, being choked, and being set on by the security officers. Right? So this is what I'm saying. If the government continue going in this path that they are going, the hatred from the citizen to the government, the trust between the citizen and the government and the police, the what is just is going to get wider and wider and wider. So I'm saying, can the government find a better way to remove these people from the street into the market buildings without using any violence? Now, the government, according to themselves, they are trying to develop a country, right? They are trying to develop a country. But what is development? You could build the top, you could build all the skyscrapers in the country. You could build every single corner street in the country. Light, electricity could be flowing. But the people are unhappy. You haven't succeeded. Because your fundamental responsibility as a government is to care for your citizen. If your citizens are not happy and you want to forcefully develop a country, develop the citizen first. Deal with the bread and butter issues. Treat the citizen as they are human. Deal with the lawbreakers, people that break laws accordingly. Punish them according to the law. But destroying markets because they are selling in the street, that is not called for. There has to be a better way where we can go about. Okay. So what happened when you destroy people market? This is the human cost of destroying market. Family and youth in the street. When a street seller loses their goods, they go far beyond the damage. The damage go far beyond than on that particular day that you destroy that market. Because why? Family will be left with no food. Family will be left with no rent. Family children will go to bed hungry. And for young people who are selling to pay school fees, and you come and take their market from them because they refuse to leave the street, and you take their business, the only means of paying school fees. What does that do to the young person? What does it do? because many youth go to schools and pay school fees. So when you take their business away or you destroy their businesses, what does that do to that young person? You kick them out of school. Or how you know that young person is not selling that to support their siblings? They might be the only means of survival in their household. But you comes and you mistreat them as if they are not part of the country, as if they are not a Liberian. You take their markets away, you destroy the only business they have, the only means of survival, and you expect these people to go home empty handed. How are they going to survive? If they have a six siblings, how are they going to cater to them? So you keep them out of school. They're going to end up as a dropout. And when they are not attending school anymore, they have no other means of selling. What happened? They become hopeless. And some of them decide to go into doing what is not right for them. So that's why the crime rate in Liberia keep increasing, because the government is so desperate to achieve more than the previous government, because the government we have came on the matter of experience, so they are in a desperate need to develop our country. You see, CDC did this before, and this I don't want to make my show tonight about CDC and Unity Party. No, but CDC did this before. When CDC took over, CDC was so desperate to develop. CDC was so desperate to show something to the Liberian people so that the Liberian people can say, yeah, these guys are working. But while they were doing that, they were hurting themselves in the back. At the end of the day, CDC copied everything they did in a hurry before they could balance and start doing things the right way. But then it was too late. Because you see, when you do a piece of job, let's say you want to develop, or you want to develop a street. So you open up the street somewhere, I don't know, in Cinco, and you lay the street, a beautiful street. But somewhere in the middle of that street, you make a little mistake, very visible that people can see, right? And you're thinking you have completed a good job. People gonna appreciate. No, people are gonna look for that little mistake that you did and pick on it. So they're gonna forget about you opening a brand new street and giving them ways all around. They're not gonna focus on that. But that little mistake that you made on that brand new street that you open, that's the mistake they're gonna pick on. So it's like that, like in your workplace. When you go to work and you are a very good worker, very hard worker, right? You do everything diligently. You put your time and effort. You put your work first. The bosses, they love you. But once you make a little slight mistake, every good thing that you've done in the past, everything gone out of the window. And that little mistake is where you're gonna copy, is where your trouble gonna start. So what I'm trying to say to the government, I don't support the Unity Party government. But at the same time, I want my country to be peaceful. I want investors to roll. I want investors to flow. I want people coming from different countries coming to Liberia and find Liberia as a play of market or business, right? So that's why I'm against the way the government behave. Not because you are a government, you are not. This is Liberia is not a emperor state. It's not. We don't have kings and queens. Everybody is equal. The difference is some are first among others. That does not mean people should bow down to you. That does not mean people should see you. People should be afraid when they see the government coming. Come on, how? How can somebody? Oh my God, guys, I have to comment. I have to cut. I'm having issue on why. Sorry, guys. I think I'm get. I don't know what I'm saying wrong. I'm saying something and somebody complain my Facebook. Or it's because of the video that I play. Or I don't know. But somebody's complaining my page and now my stream had to cut short, guys. Um I wanted to finish my show, but I can't because look, see, I can't go live anymore. See that? So somebody complained my show and now Facebook is restricting me. But listen, those of you on YouTube, okay, I'm sorry, we have to cut it short. Okay, we we have to cut it short, but it's okay. It is what it is. I'll come back tomorrow and I'll finish this conversation. Let me go deal with Facebook to see if I can appeal to Facebook. But tomorrow we'll deal with it. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, we have to cut it short. So those of you on YouTube, and Thompson B Boss page, yeah, I'm sorry, but we have to cut it short. My page has been reported. I don't know. So Facebook restricting me. So yeah, guys, let me stop here for now. And tomorrow I'll finish the conversation. Thanks to every one of you, those of you that show up. I appreciate you guys. Please share the live for all of people. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow.
Is this for your kind of day for everybody? Yeah. Zamalego back is this for your kind of day for black and white, for old and young. Oh, oh, Zamalego, Kanuma Yao, Zamale.
All right. All right. Thanks, everyone. Now my page has been restricted because somebody complained the video that I play. According to people, the video is harmful to others and it's not a good image for the government. So that's why Facebook, that's what I was looking at. So Facebook have to take down my video. The video has to be removed. And yes, the restriction, it is what it is. Thanks to all of you. That's Liberia now. When you start to speak the truth, people find it offensive and they start to report your page. That's how it is. Thanks to all of you. Bye.